Comments for the week ending July 24th from the Beef Farmers of Ontario. There were 339 head of fed steers and heifers sold through auction markets last week, down 19 head from the previous week. Fed steers averaged 314.40 per hundredweight, down 11.73 per hundred, and fed heifers averaged 313.64 per hundredweight, down 8.88 per hundred from the previous week's trade. Auction markets reported that fed steers and heifers sold at steady prices. In Ontario, dress sales were reported at 5.30 per hundredweight delivered, fully steady with the previous week. For the week ending July 12th, Eastern fed cattle and cow exports to the U.S. were 1,729 head, 67% below last year and 26% below the 5-year average. Year-to-date, Eastern fed cattle and cow exports are up 5% from last year. Cull cow receipts sold through auction markets last week were 1,293 head, down 53 head from the previous week. Cows averaged 197.89 per hundredweight, down 24 cents per hundred. Beef cows averaged 223.85 per hundredweight, up 179 per hundred from the previous week's trade. Auction markets reported on Tuesday that fed cows sold on an active trade at stronger prices. By Thursday, fed cows sold steady. Receipts of 2,839 stocker and feeder cattle sold through Ontario auction markets last week, up 1,335 head from the previous week. Auction markets reported that calves and yearlings sold at prices $10 to $15 per hundredweight higher. The Quebec electronic market last week sold at $526.50 per hundredweight dressed on a picked-up basis, down 75 cents per hundred from the previous week. Last week, Alberta fed prices averaged in the mid-290s per hundredweight, $1.00 stronger than the previous week. Dress sales were reported from $495 to $500 per hundredweight delivered, fully steady with the previous week. Competition was limited, with one major packer not bidding. Most cattle that traded were scheduled for immediate to early September delivery. By July 24th, light trade developed with dress sales and bids reported from $490 to $503 per hundredweight delivered, mostly $500 per hundredweight, steady with the previous week. For the week ending July 19th, Western Canadian fed processing was 39,588 head, 3% lower than last year. The U.S. cash cattle trade last week saw dress sales in the northern feeding states reported at $380 per hundredweight, fully steady with the previous week. Live sales in the north ranged from $240 to $245 per hundredweight, while sales in Texas and Kansas were from $230 to $232 per hundredweight live, steady to $2 per hundredweight stronger. USDA released its July 1st cattle on feed report last week, and it was viewed as bullish as feedlot placements came in well below pre-report estimates. In June, feedlot placements were 8% below last year. This is the third consecutive month that placements have been below year-ago levels. In June, the largest year-over-year decline in placements were in Texas. Cattle on feed inventories are 2% below last year, and this is the smallest July 1st on-feed inventory since 2017. This is Jamie Kerr with the Beef Farmers of Ontario Market Information Report.